Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So, we wanted to start today doing our 16-year differences in Disney World. So, like I said in the overview video, I have maps from when I was in Disney World 16 and a half, about 17 years ago now. Yeah, it was in 2003, May of 2003. And so we just wanted to sit down and look at the map, compare the maps from 17 years ago and the maps from now. So, the first thing that I'm going to show you is I'm going to put these maps side by side, just open, or just to the front. So this is the difference. This is the one from 17 years ago, and this is the one from our trip in April. And I chose the ones from April because the trip that I went on 17 years ago was in May. Was it early May?
Time-wise.
And so time-wise, it's almost exactly 17 years apart with these two maps. So, and the first thing that I noticed, and actually I didn't notice this until our friend Jess commented on the last video, is that what's on this is the parade that they used to do in Animal Kingdom. They don't do this parade anymore. They don't do a parade in Animal Kingdom anymore. Do they?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
think
no,
so.
no, they don't. They used to do a parade in Animal Kingdom. I didn't know that either because I don't think I saw it when we were there.
I was gonna say I didn't know they used to do a parade.
Yeah, apparently they used to do a parade.
You know,
I didn't know that
what
either.
stands out to me
What?
in it is that this is sponsored by
Kodak.
And
I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, sponsored by Kodak.
And on the back, there's like a thing about Kodak Film and Adventures, but then
Kodak 2003, creating magical memories. Yeah.
but on the back of the new map is PhotoPass.
Yes, because this was before Disney had their own photo thing.
Yeah.
So, and then on the front of the new one from April, the newer one, is Timon and the Festival of the Lion King. And then on the back is just, it's talks about VIP tours, there's stuff about the Disney credit card, Vacation Club, and PhotoPass. So, it's quite the difference there.
Yeah.
So, let's take a look at these maps kind of side by side-ish and see what kind of differences there are.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's open this one up.
Can we talk about how much bigger the old map is?
Yes, this is huge compared. So the first thing, you unfold this and you have this page. You're not even to the map yet. If you unfold the new one,
you
still got a little ways to go.
Yeah, you got an information page. It talks about like plane
it's a little different. Okay.
Talks about Fast Pass in the sense of like My Disney Experience
versus the app versus the paper Fast Passes that they don't have anymore, really. And then if we unfold this one more,
it has the attraction list, and then oh no, that's the dining and shopping.
Yeah, dining, and there's shopping. So I don't know if there's any differences there. So tips and information.
Yeah, and this has like
Kodak Picture Express,
stuff like that.
Here are
no stampeding.
No stampeding. Yeah, that's probably a good one. Here are 4 good ways to save for days. Keep your arms, hooves, tusks, and tails inside ride vehicles. And then if we unfold the new map, that's where it just gets to the actual map part.
Yeah, and then there's only
one more fold out there. So now you have the actual full map
right there. And then like this, instead of putting everything like, okay, here's dining and here is this and here's that, this just lists everything by area of the park. So Discovery Island, here's everything. It has restaurants and it has a little legend. So there's the restaurants are covered by the little like knife and fork symbol.
Yeah.
So that they break it down like that instead of doing all of the dining on that first page.
Once I unfold this, I'm pretty sure it does that exact same thing.
On the inside too?
I think it just also had it here. Let's find out. Because this unfolds one more time to this monstrosity.
Oh, they totally do it that way too.
Yeah, but they have it separated out differently, so it's like around the edges.
Oh, but they don't do the food in here, though.
Do they not? Is it just the attractions?
Okay,
that's what I wasn't sure of, as if it was just...
Although it does have the shops in here.
Okay, just not the dining.
But it doesn't look like the dining is in there.
Yeah. Okay, so let's bring the map part of this newer one over. Okay, first off, this entire map part fits on the inside.
Yeah.
Like, it's sticking out around the edges. Like, this is ridiculous.
Can we talk about how awesome their new maps are? I'm gonna scooch this just a smidge.
Okay.
There we go.
So the first thing that I notice here... Okay, so here's the oasis. There's the entrance.
Yep.
And there's the entrance in the oasis here, leading up to Discovery Island.
Yeah.
Right, Discovery Island there. And Discovery Island here. The first difference actual difference that I'm noticing is over here we have Pandora, the world of Avatar.
Oh, yeah.
Now if we go back up to here, the old 17 years ago, we go over to here and it's Camp Mini Mickey.
What is that? Looks like there's
honestly don't know, because, okay.
Join Mickey and the gang on vacation at an, whatever that's called, mountain retreat.
Adirondack, I think.
Sure.
So it's Pocahontas and her forest friends, I think was just a character meet and greet.
Pocahontas and Grandmother Willow star in this charming children's show with a host of live animals from North America.
Well, there you go. And then the Festival of the Lion King. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Okay, yeah, so the Festival of the Lion King is there. So this is why... because where's the Festival of the Lion King now?
I think it's in Africa. Yeah, it is.
Festival of the Lion King is now
it's
in
right here.
Africa, so it's up here.
So it's like
which
here-ish.
is... Yeah. So it's where part of the safari used to be, it looks like. When I was here 17 years ago, the only place that we came in here and we went over to here to go to Festival of the Lion King. That was the last thing we did, because this is where we met for... we went on a Disney cruise, on the Disney Wonder. This is where we had to go, was like during the intermission of this, or like after a part of this or something like that, we came outside, met our group, and then we got let out to beat our bus. The only other thing that we really did, we went around the Tree of Life on Discovery Island, and then we went over to Asia, I believe. Yeah, Asia, to go on Kali River Rapids. That's literally all we did. We didn't go to Rafiki's Planet Watch. We didn't, as far as I know, we didn't go over to Africa at all.
You know what's funny is, so now, knowing that Rafiki's Planet Watch is back open, it's not on the new map. It's not.
Oh, it totally isn't.
Like, it's on here. Like, you can see it. This is Rafiki's Planet Watch. It's right here. You can see that it exists.
Right.
But it's not on here. Like, it's not on the legend at all.
Yeah.
Because it should be in here in Asia.
Yeah, it should be. Kali River Rapids, Rivers of Light, Caravan Road. And I feel like it might be on our brand new one from September, because I think that's when it opened up.
Oh, wait, no, I lied. It's in Africa. They can have it.
Oh, they just have it. Oh, okay.
Because on here, it's separate. It's on its own deal.
27. Oh, so it just leaves from a different spot. It leaves from over here. Right there.
Gotcha.
And...
I feel, well, no, because 9 is right here. That's the Wildlife Train Express.
Oh,
it's
okay,
still
so
in
yeah,
Africa.
it's the same. Okay, so it's the same spot.
I think it's just the difference in the map and how detailed this one is, the new one is, that it looks a lot different.
Yeah, because Rafiki's Planet Watch kind of on this one is treated as its own kind of land.
Deal, yeah.
So you have the Wildlife Express over here. You have the Habitat Habit over here.
You know what? It's right here. That's what this bubble is.
Yes.
This little box is Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Right. Yeah, they just kind of put it in a little blow-up thing.
Yeah, because right here, this is the pool that's over here in Asia. So.
Let's see. What else is different about this one? Oh, I see what's different over here. So in Asia, you notice that one of the new things that we have, let's go over to this list here, is, there it is, Expedition Everest. So that is here. Expedition Everest is right here.
Was it not?
No, Expedition Everest was,
oh,
I believe like 2006 or something like that, so I didn't miss it by that much.
Oh,
but it's like right in here somewheres.
You're right, because Disco Yeti, it would
yeah, so
be...
it's actually like right off the edge of Kali River Rapids.
Actually, it's gonna be down in here because this is the River of Lights platform now.
Oh yeah, so they changed that a little bit.
Because yeah, this is that little loop right here, and so River of Lights, the stage is right here.
Right.
Or not stage, the seating is right here.
Mhm.
So Everest is actually back in here.
Right. Let's see, what else do we have? Dinoland USA looks
It's pretty
much the
similar.
same. So
I don't
there's-
think they've changed a whole lot about Dinoland.
No, it doesn't look like it. I don't know if they added any attractions or anything. There's Dinoland. They have the Boneyard, Tarzan Rocks, Fossil Fun Games.
Well, Tarzan Rocks, I think, is gone.
Yeah, I think so. Primeval Whirl, Triceratops Spin, Dino Zoo, and Dinosaur?
Yeah, I think it's mostly the same. It just looks like Dinosaur or Tarzan Rocks.
Yeah, because still the Boneyard's still there. Fossil Fun Games is still there. They now have Finding Nemo the musical.
Bet you that's what replaced Tarzan.
I think so. Yeah.
Because it was. I think it's a stage show, so it's
Yeah.
probably what happened
And
there.
then Primeval World, Triceratops Spin, Dinosaur. And then on here they have the restaurants listed. Restaurantosaurus, Dinobites next, stuff like that.
Right, which is
And
on
then
the
shopping.
front of the map for that.
And this
so.
one doesn't have any of the shopping on it either. Oh, it does have Restaurantosaurus on there though.
Oh, it does.
That's really strange.
Maybe it's just like if it's a key like thing
It could be.
presented by McDonald's. So,
No,
yeah.
I don't see any other major difference. I mean, there is.
I think there's a lot of difference, but also there's not. I feel like Animal Kingdom has probably changed the least, with the exception of Pandora.
Pandora from Camp Mini Mickey. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing that changed.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was the addition of Expedition Everest over here in Asia.
Right. I feel like this
And I
is
think that's
definitely. Well, I don't know. I feel like Magic Kingdom might have changed very
Yeah,
little
Magic
as
Kingdom
well. But,
hasn't changed a huge amount from what I remember.
but I think that this just really hasn't changed a whole lot because the safari area, I think it's still pretty the same, much the same.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And I even noticed, like, on here you can see that there's a photo op right here.
Mhm.
There is also one listed on this.
Oh, yeah.
And so, because I feel like they still did, because there's also one over here, and it's also still there.
Right.
I feel like they did them. I think they were just different. It was a different, I think it was still like, you had to go up, that's what those old, like, the Nikon store in Epcot was.
Yes.
Is you would go up there, and you would get all of your pictures printed. There was
Yeah.
no, like, digital, like, here, scan the Magic Band thing.
No, it was all, yeah.
And so I think that's what the big difference is, because
Yeah.
I'm still seeing the photo, like, ops around here. There's one in
Yeah.
front of the tree, and so, like,
Right.
I still think I think they were still a thing, but it was a different situation. It wasn't
Right.
digital, so.
So yeah, that was kind of an interesting look. I mean, like we said, there isn't a huge amount that changed in Animal Kingdom between 2003 and 2019
Yeah.
when we went.
I think a lot of the changes that exist aren't going to be like map based, because I think most of that's
Yeah.
the same. I think what you're going to see most when you see the difference is like visually, like
Right.
they've updated this,
Yeah.
they've changed the look of this.
Yeah, yeah. I
Because,
think
like-
that's definitely what's
like-
going on.
Camp Minnie and Mickey, and I think, and Pandora are pretty much exactly the exact same spot, but it's more of like a visual. It is no longer Camp Minnie and Mickey, it's Pandora.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's what we're going to see a lot of when
Mhm.
we're comparing the two maps, is Disney's taken, and instead of like carving out new space, they've reused that same
Yeah,
space
they're
over.
just recycling the same space they already had that wasn't really a draw. And they moved some of the things that were a draw, like the Festival of Lion King, and they just moved them to another spot
Right.
and just built another building for them, or just reused a building. I don't know if they just reused a building or not, because that's also entirely possible.
Yeah. They reuse a lot of things. They reuse a lot of animatronics, and so it would not surprise me if they literally just picked a building up and plopped it somewhere else.
Right.
Like 7 giant airplanes and
It just well, helicopters more likely.
no airplanes.
Airplanes, that'd be interesting. Have to be flybys with Skyhook or something, you know.
They have to be real coordinated. Maybe they got the Air Force.
Maybe. But yeah, so it's kind of fun for me to look at this because Anna's first trip was in 2018 on our first trip in October. That's the first time she'd been there, but I went there 16 years ago, 17 now, And it's kind of fun looking back at the old maps and comparing them to our new maps and seeing what kind of differences there are, even just on as far as the map goes.
Yeah.
And then I also have some pictures that I'll hopefully be able to go through before too long that I know that I'll compare a little bit to how things have changed a little bit. So
yeah,
it's just kind of interesting because it's almost 2 decades of time have passed.
That's a long time.
It is a long time. So,
and that's crazy to think how little has changed too. Like
Mhm.
yeah, there's some big changes, but
Mhm.
like look how little has changed, and it is all still relevant or a draw, and
Yeah.
that's crazy to think too.
Yeah, that's true. So, but yeah, so thank you all for joining us. The next park we'll take a look at is Hollywood Studios / MGM Studios from 16 years ago. So that's the next one we're going to look at. I think after that is going to be Epcot, and then we will finish up with Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I might also do a separate video, possibly just on my own, with the Typhoon Lagoon. Mostly because she didn't really get to do anything at Typhoon Lagoon.
Nope.
You did on our second trip, but we weren't there for very long.
Nope.
So you got to do like 2 things.
Yep.
So I might do a separate video about that. But yeah. So hopefully you guys will join us next time. So don't forget
to
thank the Phoenicians.